Can you still become a content creator?
Actually, no, I don't think so. I think that boat has honestly sailed away. But that's honestly because now, after lots of analyzing, consuming, and being in this world for so many years, I've realized that content creators aren't just content creators now. They're divided into one of these 4 categories. So knowing and picking which of these 4 styles you actually want to be should be the top priority before getting started. Let's get started with the first style of content creator. I like to say that this style of content creator is probably the most advanced, just because it's the one that requires the content creator to have been in the field for the most amount of time. And these are the content creators that have now basically turned it into a business, whether they wanted to or not. So yes, it's what I call the contentpreneurs. These content creators have built up a real audience, and that real audience has led them to create businesses whether they want it or not. And most of the time, it's so organic, so authentic, that it flows so nicely in that you don't even realize it's a business, but it's a business. And this type of business can be anything from a line of products that they've developed, whether it's digital or physical. If it's something physical, it can be merch. It can be a product that integrates so well with the style of content that they're creating. Digital offerings, on the other hand, can be anything like memberships, one-on-one sessions, group programs, classes, to even courses. And Pensite is the best platform for that. Pensite is the all-in-one platform to build, scale, and manage your online knowledge business. It turns your link in bio into a full storefront for your audience to purchase in clicks, making it super easy for creators to be able to monetize. Best of all, Pensite is free to use and allows this style of creators to be able to accept payments from anywhere. So if you want to create content around fitness, let's say, and then offer one-to-one sessions, you can do that through Pensite. If you want to create content around books, you can host book clubs through Pensite. And even if you share educational content and one day decide to create a course around that, Pensite is there for you too. That's the good part about starting now, if this is the type of creator you want to be, because a few years back, you had to use so many different applications and tools to kind of like puzzle it all together to get this done, when now there's tools out there to make this so much easier. The second type of creator, tell me this doesn't look so good, is a style of creator that I think is super cool and is obviously growing now day by day. This style of creator can be categorized as the UGC creator, which is a creator that's not focused on building an audience. Honestly, they don't even have to have social media if they want, because it's not their profile that they're growing. It's just someone that loves creating content and wants to do it for one of many different reasons. It could be the desire to monetize through content, or honestly, if you do have a following and you're using it as a way to make some money as you grow your profiles, because maybe you want to be this third style of creator that we're going to jump into. I did that myself for a while. The coolest part though about this style of creator is that there's a whole like door here that they're not even caring or worrying about, which is the following, the metrics, and the analytics. It's just the content that they're passionate or wanting to create. But now we move over to this third style creator. This third style is actually completely the opposite from the second, because this third style is focused on growing that audience, and for one reason only. Well, maybe more than one reason, but let's be honest, this creator got started because they dream of collaborating with brands. And let's also be honest, to collaborate with brands, brands care about the number that's on your profile. I don't necessarily agree with that, just because there are so many other metrics that let you know if that audience is actually real or not. But brands still care about that main number. So what happens here is that this style of creator grows and grows their audience in order to be able to achieve this goal. Now, this is actually something that's very interesting that I've realized, is that this type of creator has to be more specific on the industry and the topics that they're creating content around. Because obviously, if my dream is to work with Nike or Reebok, well, I have to kind of add in some kind of sports or movement content to my profile for it to make sense for them to one day partner with me. If I never actually think about what industries the brands I want to work with are in, well, maybe it's never actually aligned and you're going down completely different paths. So that's important to think about if you're this third style of creator. And just like that, we move over to the fourth creator. This is a creator that's doing it for fun, because the reality is a lot of us love creating content. Like, it's just part of how we grew up. We Snapchat and Instagram story everything that we're doing, and we love that part of like documenting and recording and just storytelling. We're good at that. It's part of our life. So the crazy part here is that there's so many creators that fall into this category of, I just got started for fun and now it's actually a full content creator thing, which most of the time, actually, without them even wanting or caring or having it as a plan, they get moved up to one of the other categories. However, the cool part to me is that if you are thinking about starting to create content, you can jump into any of these 4 categories. When before, I think it was actually 50-50 divided. You were either a number 1 or a number 4. And now it's actually pretty even between all 4. So if you had to categorize yourself, which one would you be?
Listen up, we about to make it happen.